Everybody, Karl Anthony Towns is about to get traded. Now, I know you guys might be thinking, oh, he's been in the talks of getting traded for a while. But he is in the act of having a trade finalized to send him to, drumroll, you guys already saw it in the thumbnail, the New York Knicks. Now, the New York Knicks are trading Julius Randle and some first-round picks. Now, what does this mean for the Timberwolves? I think that Julius Randle would be a pretty good player next to Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert. This will open up playing time for Rudy Gobert, and I think Rudy Gobert can be a very, very good enforcer for this team. And I think, honestly, this is kind of a W for the Timberwolves. Even though some people might not see it as a W for the Timberwolves just yet, you still gotta think about this and say, how does this affect the Timberwolves? How does this affect the Knicks? The Timberwolves are opening up so much opportunity for Rudy Gobert in this trade, and also adding Julius Randle to go right next to him. Now, can Julius Randle stay out of injury trouble? We don't know. If we'll see if a change of scenery can help his playoff struggles. I believe that it can. I think that Julius Randle will strive in the Western Conference. And, I mean, you can disagree with me, but I kind of have a pretty solid feeling about that. I'm kind of curious how Karl Anthony Towns is going to fare in the Eastern Conference. As you guys know, he fared fairly well in the Western Conference, and the Eastern Conference, some people say, isn't as stacked. I think it's getting more stacked. It's still not quite the level of the West, but you've still got teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, like the Boston Celtics, like the Indiana Pacers. Now, does this put the Knicks above the Indiana Pacers in a playoff series? Man, that's a tough one. Now, if we take Boston, this does not put them up against Boston. It does not guarantee them a win against Boston. Boston will still completely dismantle this team because I don't think just adding Karl Anthony Towns is going to make you a finals, or it could make you a finals team. I don't think it's going to win you a championship even if you make it past the Boston Celtics. You still got to go against a team such as maybe the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Dallas Mavericks or the Los Angeles Lakers, which Los Angeles Lakers aren't going to make it that far, but you guys get what I'm saying. There's so much better teams, and this New York Knicks team is riddled with injuries. I don't think people talk about it enough. I don't think that the New York Knicks can stay healthy enough to win a championship. I think they're finding themselves in the same situation that the Philadelphia 76ers found themselves in with the Ben Simmons era, and even now in the Joel Embiid era. They cannot have their star players stay healthy, or in this case for the New York Knicks, they're more role players such as Josh Hart, DiVincenzo went down with an injury, Julius Randle went down with an injury, Jalen Brunson had an injury. These players keep going down with injuries, and there's really nothing you can do to stop it other than make some moves for more healthy players. Like, I was maybe hoping to see them move DiVincenzo or move Josh Hart maybe, because they're phenomenal players, but you just cannot 100% bet on them staying healthy, especially with Josh Hart. I feel like Josh Hart plays a little bit too aggressive. I mean, playing with hustle like he does, playing aggressive like he does, it's really, really good until you start getting injured. And at that point, you got to take a step back and think to yourself, is it too aggressive? Is there such thing as too aggressive? I believe there is. I feel like you can play physical basketball. You need to play physical basketball. But there should be a limit of how physical that you can play without pushing the boundary of getting injured. And that's really the number one downfall for the New York Knicks, is injuries and staying healthy. and trying to compete for a title until they stay healthy. The New York Knicks are not going to compete for a title. They're going to be a second-round team just like the Philadelphia 76ers, and we just got to see if they can break that streak, and I don't know if just adding Karl Anthony Towns is going to do it. And this news just broke about 30 minutes ago. As I'm recording this, I'm hoping to have it up pretty soon after, but yeah, with that being said, that's really all I have to talk about for this trade. I will make a video as soon as the trade gets finalized. And yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with post notifications on so you will never miss any NBA news. I'm going to try to start posting on this channel a lot more. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.